In the Bedford-Stuyvesant section. Man who won the... And Stephan Johnson closing in on fight time. We'll be back.
Of 9-2 with a multicolored.
Junior Middleton open out in a feeling out process here in round one.
3 rounds just to see what happens after that.
Hit as he chases.
As we saw through all of the Olympic, extremely fast reef launches that shouldn't land by.
Put up for Roy Jones.
Another that you step in a wonderful champion.
Welterweight champion Simon Brown.
Are thrown, but the main thing is he is not excited and going crazy. Beginning of the 4th round from the Olympics, he was very wild.
And we are final seconds.
Last 10 or 15 seconds, but that was all right. It was at the end of the round where Stephan doing. Looking at Jones, he looks like a full middleweight. I mean, absolutely full weight. He is not that big.
Listed as a junior boxing doubleheader against South Philly.
Tuning up with his hard jab, throwing hooks off that jab. Nice right hand. All the means that those jabs are hard. Right hand lead just then was hard. There it is again, and again. Cut, however, on the face of Stephan Johnson.
And we approach the scheduled for 8. Roy Jones in his at 9-2, 5 by knockout.
Right off the bat, Jones off these first 2 rounds is looking extremely better than where he looked like he was just taking up. He's keeping his head after he punches.
With the left hook. In the second round. We'll be back.
Roy Jones' last flurry before the bell. Look at that.
One of the problems has had during the course of fights, then later, maybe a point.
Well, his stamp test because he's eating just about a lot of. Roy Jones is throwing, is landing, and some of it very. So he's going to be wearing out Stephan Johnson, whose plan it was to start fighting after the 3rd round, and the way it's going, it's a bad plan.
Look at the difference in terms of experience. Jones, 110 amateur fights in an illustrious amateur.
Reflected in the ring right now, he's being outclassed. Stephan Johnson's strategy because he's getting eaten.
Hispanic Brooklyn group known as the Heat. He wears the Star of David on the.
It's not helping him too much here, however. Right hand by Roy Jones, which is landing with such accuracy. He's throwing it almost like a jab. Just has disregard totally. Stephan Johnson might have in mind. Sent to me right before we started. I'm looking for.
And we're coming up in the amateur ranks. Roy Jones, Stephan Johnson, whelming round.
That's funny. He's getting tired. He's slow.
Punches. In fact, we're slowing down.
Well, before he's just purely catching, offensive of his own.
Johnson reaching and then got caught by Jones.
When you get close to him.
Round 4, it is scheduled for 8. 20-year-old Roy Jones at Florida continues to land on the 21-year-old Stephan Johnson, a native of Brooklyn.
So far, the corner does not land with regularity. Across the ring into the ropes, but he's. And Jones just appears to be getting stronger.
And Stephan to keep away from Roy Jones.
Style that you're throwing punches from every angle. Now watch Jones get caught right there. That's what happens. Johnson is not presenting a big
outside
punishment. Actually, he's getting caught with that.
Jones was the youngest the games killed by the international box.
They've done just about everything other than inventing. Oh, up there for more target practice. And in the meantime, effective punches yet.
Scheduled for 8. Mentioned earlier, combination puncher and will get the knockouts in time due to a accumulation of blows.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing. Here comes Stephan Johnson. Now this is his attack. He has been waiting for these later rounds. Now comes the shootout, as promised by Stephan Johnson. He said, I'll lay it all out in those last 3 rounds.
Yes, Johnson stepping it up. Coming out.
And to Jones' credit, he's not stepping back. He's stepping in, saying, you want to have it out? Let's go. He just decides, let's stand in and have it.
And suddenly, Stephan Johnson moving inside. He had stayed away.
Going for the title that early with the same authority that's been punched into the head. By now, Stephan would be ready to go.
And the 6th round
of Stephan Johnson's air. And a little hot doggy. It's not going to endear him to the public.
Well, particularly in this type situation where in the white trunks, Stephan.
Yeah, he went in from inside and was fighting. He was still getting hurt. And if there was anything removed, and hot dog.
And obviously did not get in his hometown of Pensacola, but I think the hot dogging is all a matter of timing. Ray Leonard can look good going into Muhammad Ali. Nice flurry by Jones.
He do it because he proved he was. He does what he wants to do. Right now, in this round, punching has gotten more, including the old shoot punches to the body. Has been getting punched very hard, and now more the guy wiped his hand. Solicitousness is part of his nature.
Stamina might be a question mark. We have not seen any sign.
The answer is yes, he can. Now, who to match this guy with, because the next one's a 10-rounder. This type of fighter is no longer in his category.
7th round, and we'll stay right here.
Around here, can I resign? Is there some way out of here? Speed, also too much class all the way across. 73. And the only problem has been multiplying 9 times rounds. Oh, a little fierce fighting on the inside by Stephan. Trying to come in.
And Jones continues the answer. Billy Borghese, good uppercut by Jones. That stunned Johnson, but still
he is in trouble. And of course, Jones wants this knockout.
Johnson has never been down. Looking very shaky, though.
Jones is going for this knockout. There goes that uppercut again.
Jones also guiding the right hand by holding with the left,
which is illegal. The referee looking at this, stopping this. That's it. He does.
Yes, it is all.